Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jennifer Soltz, and I'm the North American Marketing Manager for AkzoNobel Vehicle Refinishes. On behalf of AkzoNobel's management and employees, it's my pleasure to welcome you here to SEMA 2017. For those of you not familiar with AkzoNobel, we are a leading global paints and coatings company headquartered in the Netherlands, and our heritage can be traced back nearly 350 years. We are active in many businesses, markets, and segments around the world. But if you were to ask any of our employees what business we're in, you would undoubtedly hear we are in the business of color. We are so passionate about color and color leadership that it's a core element of our strategy, brands, and values. We are so excited to be here, not only representing our market-leading brands at SEMA this year, such as Sikkens, Lesinol, and Wanda, but also to announce the launch of our newest brand, one specifically built upon this passion for color. Last year at SEMA 2016, I had the pleasure of standing right on this same stage, announcing AkzoNobel's partnership with Dave Kindig, owner and operator behind Kindig Designs and star of Velocity Channel's hit show, Bitchin' Rides. Dave's designs represent a classic, timeless, and authentic style that truly sets him apart. His creations are innovative and cutting edge. His reputation for quality is unrivaled. Truly, every design is a work of art, each of which Dave is proud to finish with AkzoNobel's refinish coatings. Over this past year, we've been very busy working with Dave to develop something big. Based on the premium level of quality that Dave has come to know with Sikkens and using his expert eye for color and styling, we've developed a line of 26 truly unique, eye-catching colors that will hit the market January 2018. With an unparalleled excellence in depth, clarity, and quality, our new brand, Modern Classikk, is a custom line of automotive paints as far from the average as can possibly be, while still bringing to mind the look and feel of those iconic colors of yesterday. This amazing new custom color collection is the culmination of an incredible year-long collaboration between legendary Dave Kindig and AkzoNobel, and we fully expect that Modern Classikk will take its rightful place as the premier brand of choice for custom car enthusiasts around the globe. Beautiful, vibrant, and timeless colors are the heart and soul of AkzoNobel. Modern Classikk is a natural extension to the legacy of paint technology and color innovations which AkzoNobel are known for today. It is now my absolute pleasure to invite Mr. Dave Kindig up to the podium to formally introduce our new brand, Modern Classikk. Dave?
Thank you. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to SEMA 2017, and of course to AkzoNobel's launch of Modern Classikk by Kindig. I have to tell you, I've got to be, I think, the luckiest guy in the entire state right now to realize a dream and to find such passionate people with so much knowledge and quality, to be able to team up with them and them to give me the go-ahead to create what I see, what I feel, and what I love. The samples are on the boards here, and I couldn't be more proud to be a part of this team. So from me, to not only my clients, my employees, my friends, AkzoNobel, thank you for making all my dreams come true. And I hope that all of you out there that are looking for your next project color, that you maybe find something that makes your dreams come true with Modern Classikk. So thank you very much. You've probably noticed a couple of cars up on the stands here that we've had our hands on and voided all of the warranties that could ever be. The 1927 Ford Roadster over here is for a good friend of mine, Ron Meese. This is car number 3 out of 9 that we're building with him. This is a 27 Ford Shadow Rod Roadster. It's featuring some really cool things that I really love to kind of pronounce with the vehicle. Finding a theme and a color choice that it's going to be classic, it's going to be in style 20, 30, 40 years from now, passed down generation to generation without having to be refinished, not only because of the color contrast, but because of the quality of the paint. This is our color called Bubbly, and it's a beautiful champagne-esque color, but just a little bit classier. That's why I call it Bubbly. And it's featuring a terracotta interior, It's all leather, done by JS Custom Interior. It's sporting a 380-horse GM Performance LS3, and it's done in a dark bronze, which also ties in with some of the interior details as well as the wheels. It's just a really nice car. Ron likes to drive the wheels off of his stuff, and that one, I'm pretty sure, is going to do some pretty bitchin' burnouts. And beauty comes in all shapes and sizes, as they say. This beauty next to us, her name is Maybelline. She is a 1958 Continental Mark III convertible. This was actually a car that I put together for a good friend of mine, and his name's Tad Leach, and his lovely wife, as we refer to her as the boss, Sue, and which I think it's actually Sue's car, so Tad gets to probably borrow it every once in a while. Tad had an idea that he wanted to build a 1956 Lincoln Premier convertible. And when I started looking for one to get him a really nice one, I actually ran across a 58, which is a completely different car. But I thought, you know what, maybe I'll just put it in front of Tad and see what he thinks. He says, Dave, that is one of the most unique body styles I've ever seen. I said, do you have any specific connection to a 56 Premier? He says, no, not really. He says, this thing's cool, but I hate the taillight panel. I said, if that's all you don't like, I think we got a car to maybe build together. So as we kind of progressed along, he got some wild ideas as far as using something really radical under the hood. If you haven't had an opportunity, shortly after we're done with this presentation, take a look under that hood. That's what we always referred to as the jewelry box. This is sporting a 600 cubic inch Ryan Faulkner Racing V12, all aluminum, with a custom built intake manifold, fuel injected, as well as twin Magnuson superchargers. This car is dynoed out on pump gas at 940 horse, 1,040 foot-pounds of torque, and it sounds like a supercharged V12 Ferrari. It is way cool. I almost said bitchin', but I'm going to hold off for a minute. A couple other notable things without boring anybody. The rear quarter panels always were skirted on these cars. This is, of course, what we would call a hot rod Lincoln. So we grabbed another set of front fenders and created this new reveal and rear quarter panel lower section to emulate the same concave front detail of the front fender section, but to bring it into the back and be able to expose these beautiful EVOD 22-inch by 12-inch wheels with the built-in wide whites, with a turbine design on the spokes, and of course it's running on air ride. It sits on an Art Morrison frame, which we've cut the entire floor out of this museum quality car that we purchased, installed the Art Morrison frame, and built it back into a unibody. The interior is done in what we love the name beer foam, and that contrast with the Till Later paint on the outside and the root beer, or the beer foam rather. Root beer would just be a simpler thing, but we're gonna call it beer foam still. That interior contrast really gives that feel of the cool 1960s customs, and we want this again to be something that's very timeless. When you play around with the guys that I do in the shop and gals, and we create something with fit and finish to this quality, the color has to show off all of those body lines. One of the beautiful things about the modern Classikk is I am a builder, we have a shop, we do all of this stuff, and the one thing we didn't want to do is create too much work for somebody that's trying to stay very custom and keep it simple. All of our colors so far in all of this line in the 26 that we have so far are all base coat clear coats. So it's simple. You can get out and drive your car. It's easier to touch up if it's not a candy. But if you look at it in every angle, even with these fancy lights outside, this car looks like it's plugged into 220 volts. It is over the top gorgeous. And that's Till Later and Maybelline. Last but not least, I want to let you guys know that my creativity and my team's creativity never ends. This is only the beginning of what we're doing. There's many more colors to come very shortly as I think of them, because I don't sleep much. We have a lot more colors that are going to come up, as well as we are going to be launching also everything from primers all the way through clear coats in the modern Classikk line. So stay tuned, because I'll tell you what, we actually do this stuff. It's not just coming up with a pretty face or a pretty color. This stuff has to work, and it has to be the best on the market, and we've found the right company to do that with. So again, thanks to Axel Nobel, and thanks to everybody that showed up here today. And if you'd like to come around and get more information for Modern Classikk, please come and find somebody from Akzo Nobel, and they'd love to talk to you. Thanks again, and enjoy the rest of your SEMA show.